Hello, everybody. First off, gotta set up my light. But how's it going, guys? It's good to see you. We are here live on King SMP, my viewer joinable server. If any of you are interested in joining it, please feel free to do so. Exclamation mark IP in the chat will give you all the information you need for both Bedrock and Java. Congrats on getting first Infinite. And thank you for the follow, DJ. How's it going? Welcome on in, everybody. I need one more thing. Let me go grab that for a second. Alright. Let me just set up this really fast. This is how I do all my scene changes, is with an iPad. And, it was plugged in because yesterday's stream killed it. So, it's probably about, you know, it should be fully charged by now. He got swallowed by the green screen? I know, it's awful. How's it going, Kirby? Good to see you. Hello, Juan. Hello, Bionics. I was already first, he was capping, for real. Let's see. Tasty? I don't know if I would use the word tasty to describe me personally, but, you know, teach their own. Teach their own. How's the doctors? We'll talk about that here in a minute. Just want to make sure everybody's doing good. Wait, why are there two? Two? Two what? Two towers? Well, you see, I may or may not have... Is this a 9/11 joke? No! Why is that where everybody goes to first? It's... Like, yes, there are two towers, and yes, they are twins, but no, it's... It's not about 9/11. Can I make an airplane? Why is this where we go? I don't know. Twin Towers 9/11 reference. Yeah, here we go. Yo, King, I know a very nice tutorial on a Boeing 767. Two twin gray towers next to each other. 9/11 Easter egg. Oh my gosh. I'm already in Discord. Hey, let's go. I've been improving my flying machines. Oh my gosh. You guys are just rolling with this. Well, okay. Well, let me just start. I love joining in and seeing 9/11 discussion. It happens, you know, this is... It's just the way it is. Let's go ahead and quickly see what we're going to do today, and then we'll start doing that, and I'll talk about the doctors while we're doing that, because this was my first doctor visit in a very long time. I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of work up a little bit of the wall outline, but, yeah, that's what we'll do. So let me go to the village, that way I start, you know, my normal spot. This is our normal spot. And we're gonna start getting some resources together while we, you know, talk about stuff. Let's see, which one is the North Tower? I believe it's this one, isn't it? Let me see. Yeah, that's the North Tower. This is the part where he pans to the left and we see something in the sky. Can I make a nice little mansion with a bunch of planes surrounding it? Oh my gosh. Make a monument, to your doctor for saving your life and channel. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go as far to say that she saved my life or anything. You need an antenna? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm just gonna ignore you guys for a second. You're throwing me off, guys. Gosh. So I had a doctor's appointment today. It was either gonna be yesterday or today. Yesterday I would have what sounded like to me as a grumpy, maybe even middle-aged, but possibly old man. And so, you know, that was a thing. I was like, you know, I don't really, that doesn't sound appealing to me as a, you know, I don't want to have my blood drawn by, you know, an old man, ideally. Um, so, you know, there's that, but, you know, realistically, it's the doctor, so he's not gonna draw your blood. Pro tip to anybody out there, if you're if you're going to a doctor, don't expect your doctor to draw the blood, and don't ask them to. It's a bad idea. Anyway, but King, aren't you an old man yourself? Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Um, wow. Let's see. I want to place this here. So I went today, because there's supposed to be a nicer lady, and, you know, she's not as old and not, grumpy. So we chose her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That might be good. It's a pretty sizable wall, all things considered. But yeah, so we go today, because it just seemed like the best option out of the two. And so, you know, they do their typical thing of like, okay, yeah, check in at the front counter, blah blah blah, you know, give them their name, all that stuff. We take care of all that. It was, you know, fine. I have to sit there for a couple minutes, but it's not bad. Now, during the waiting room, this one I actually kind of found hilarious. Do any of you know the song, what is it, Danger Zone? That one? That song was playing while I was in the waiting room. And so I'm just like, man, they're really hyping up this doctor's office. Like, this is, you know, this is peak doctor's office right here. I'm ready. And, you know, right as the song's starting to finish up, they call for me. And so, I went to the danger zone. And, you know, I went to the back. They had me fill out some more information. They weighed me, and, you know, they didn't actually ask for my height. Well, she asked for my height. She's like, "Do you have any idea how tall you are?" I'm like, "I probably 6 foot." She's like, "Okay, we'll just throw that down there." So, you know, it's believable. I am 6 foot, okay? At minimum, I'm 6 foot. We just kind of threw it on there. But we did that, and so the nurse leaves, and the doctor comes in like maybe 10-20 minutes later after I sign away my rights. One thing you have to do when you're an adult is you have to sign away your rights every time you go to a doctor, I guess, or at least once when you go to the doctor. And it's basically you sit there and you sign your initials on every line saying, I will pay for this, I will pay for that. If my insurance doesn't pay for it, then I will pay for it, blah, 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 blah. If it's a copay, then I'll pay for it, you know, all this stuff. You know, went through that whole process. Doctor comes in, and she's like, okay, what's wrong? I'm like, well, you see, I haven't been to a doctor in a long time. At the point that it was there, it was probably about 10 years. So, you know, that's what I told her. I was like, you know, I haven't been in about 10 years, and when I did go last, it was for just a checkup to make sure that my throat wasn't, you know, wasn't causing an issue. We think it was just strep, so it was like, okay, whatever. Or we were checking it for strep. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And it wasn't even for, you know, an actual, you know, primary care, you know, physician. So, so basically sign that you're fine with medical debt. Yes, exactly. Hello, Acrials. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about, my doctor visit today, and we're playing on my viewer joiner bless SMP. If that's something that interests you, you can absolutely join using !IP in the chat. So you are reaching 82, King. You need to take care of yourself. I know. So we go through this whole questionnaire of like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on there? The main reason we really went today was my mom has some concerns about my heart rate because it has been high. So for those of you who aren't aware, to kind of catch you up on there, because I don't think I talk about this very often, so some of you maybe have forgotten, for those of you I've told. But my heart has this interesting little feature. I'm gonna call it a feature. It's really a bug. But, you know, it has this thing where occasionally it'll just speed up at random or slow down at random. And that's not good. To give you an idea of what that really is in more complicated detail, basically, my heart can go from being, you know, at a steady rate of being, you know, probably 60, 70, 80, to jumping up clear past 90, right up into 120, 130, 140, all the way up till about 180, 190. It may have even hit 200 at some point, but I can't recall. I would have to check my phone. I have all the data stored here. So, you know, not good. Your heart should never do that by itself when you're doing nothing, especially. So, welcome to the server. So, you know, she's like, okay, do you have any family heart history, blah, 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 blah. It's, you know, just going through her checklist, as a doctor should. So she's like, okay, I think this is what we'll do. So, you know, she's like, you need blood work, because you haven't had it done, ever. Like, yeah, okay. Thought that was coming. Didn't really want it, but I had to. I had to get it done. I haven't played Minecraft in like a year. Well, we'd be honored if you'd join us, and it looks like you did. Let's go. Fun fact, there's also Twin Towers on the server. I mean, that is true. They are Twin Towers. They're just not the Twin Towers. I'm back. Welcome back, DJ. Those walls remind me of something. I'm sure there's... I'm concerned. I'm concerned now. Anyway. I remember it's a build I did. Okay. Great Wall of China. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I actually want these to be one farther out, like this. And I'll explain why in a minute. Anyway. We go through the whole process, right, of, going through questionnaires. She sends me back to get my blood work done. Now, I have never had blood work done before. I've never had my blood drawn. I've never, you know, never dealt with that. So this was a whole new experience to me. And I've always heard people say when you get, you know, when the needle goes in, you feel a slight pinch, and that's it. They lie. They lie to you guys, okay? You feel a slight pinch, but it's sustained. It doesn't just pinch. It pinches and holds. Like, when it goes in, and it stays in the entire time, I'm feeling this pinch, and I'm like, is this normal? Oh, also another thing. Everybody suggests that you look away when you get your first one done, because, you know, you don't know how you're going to react to seeing blood come out of you. You don't know how you're going to react to the needle. I sat there like a psycho and just watched. I'm over here looking at her. She has, you know, my arm wrapped, and then she just like, she's like, hold it straight, don't bend it. I'm just looking down, and I'm just watching this needle. She just unwraps it and sticks it in my arm. And I'm just like, I was expecting it to be worse. Like, honestly, I was expecting it to be worse to watch it. And it really wasn't all that bad. I will say I don't really know everybody else's experience, but that was my experience, and I just watched and it was fine. Like it didn't really bother me. honestly, it was the fact that I felt like I was lied to about the fact that it's a slight pinch. It's a sustained pinch. So yeah, I had that issue going on there, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then after that, you know, I wasn't expecting this question, even though I should have. I don't know if this is just an old person thing or if this is a young person thing too. But you have to pee in a cup. It was whatever. I did it, and I did it like a champ. I don't mean to brag, but I think I might be the best person at peeing in cups ever. Like, you know, perfect, absolutely perfect. Then I awkwardly shuffle back into the blood work room, and you know, I hand in the cup of urine, and they're just, you know, like, okay, now we need to do an it was an EKG. For those of you who don't know what an EKG is, it's like a it reads the, if I am correct on this, it reads the electrical pulses from your heart using this little machine, and it generates a graph and then says, hey, this guy might have issues with his arteries, or, you know, different stuff like that. And so it's a good indicator, you know, if there is heart problems or blood flow problems, that you know, they can be fixed a lot easier with this device, you know, to help diagnose which arteries are clogged and all that kind of stuff. It was really good. She puts on all these little spots, and I wasn't thinking about it, but I really should have. She has to, like, put them on my chest. I wasn't expecting it, but she just randomly, like, you know, flipped up my shirt, and I'm like, oh, wait. Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting that, but, yeah, that happened. And it was just awkward, and then, you know, I couldn't help but let out awkward laughter, which, you know, I'm sure she's heard it all before, you know. So it wasn't, like, that bad, but it was weird. So that's all taken care of. She rips out several leg hairs, because they put these sticky pads on you to read these, you know, your stuff. And so they put, like, one on each leg, one on each arm, and then I think there's, like, 3 or 4 on your chest. It was an interesting, moment. My first EKG. Probably won't be my last. And so I gotta go back to the doctors next week to get the results of my blood work. See, you know, what's going on in there, you know. I probably have a deficiency in something, let's be honest. We all do. I say we all do. I'm sure that's inaccurate, but a lot of us do. So, you know, there's that. And then I also got, like, another appointment that I gotta go to, just to make sure everything else is cool with my heart. But after that, you know, I say I aced my first doctor's appointment, you know? It wasn't too bad. I think I kind of did freak them out just a little bit, though, just casually watching them stick the needle in my arm. Like, one of the nurses kind of started laughing a little bit. I don't know if she was nervous, if they were... I don't know. It was weird, though. It was just weird. Weird moment. Okay, let me catch up here on chat. Hello, Goliath. Did I dab already? I don't know if I dabbed. Here's your dab. Let's see. They lie. When they say slight, they lie. Looking away is good. Oh my. I have a small trauma with needles after some doctor missed an IV 6 times in like 10 minutes. That's horrible. Yeah, I already had advice from my friends to not request the doctor to do IVs or needles. Nurses are the ones that should always be doing that. They do it more often than the doctor. So, definitely if it was the doctor, yeah, I would not recommend it. But also, I am very sorry about that. That's not a great experience, I'm sure. One time I got blood drawn, I was like 8 or 10, and I accidentally moved my arm, and I hit the nerve. I swear to God, it felt like it cut every muscle in my arm. Ooh. Yeah, I can kind of imagine it. Luckily, it didn't do much. Well, that's good. That's good. I got ice cream after that because I was crying my eyes out. Fair enough. When I went, they, they just put the, I mean, it was right, it was in a bad spot, honestly. Like, it's in the crease of my elbow. Like, it's not in the worst spot ever, but it's not in the best spot ever. And she just kind of stuck it in there. No hesitation, no mercy, just, just doing her job. And I can appreciate that. I did, however, I will say I had to bite my tongue a little bit there when it went on for the third vial. So they didn't just fill 1 vial or 2, they went for 3. Now, I recognize that is probably standard practice for somebody who hasn't been to a doctor in many years and hasn't had blood work done. And it's probably also good for reassurance. If something happens to one of the samples, you have extra. And I'm sure they're getting sent to different places and doing different things so you can get the results as soon as possible. But it was the third vial that I was like, okay, this is starting to hurt a little bit. And she was having a hard time getting it, like that last vial, it looked like. It just wasn't flowing a lot. So, that was a fun little moment, but yeah. The blood was honestly the worst part. Good news, I'm not dying. Like, that's good news. I once saw a doctor covered in poop. I don't think they'd really care about looking at pee or chest. Oh, definitely not. It was just awkward to me. Like, it's not every day you get to hand in a cup of urine to somebody. Like, that's not an experience I hope to get, used to. That's for sure. King has liquid tar for blood confirmed. I don't know, man. It was some pretty dark stuff. Honestly, this is gonna sound really gross, and I'm gonna apologize in advance. The blood, it looked kind of like it may have been a good flavor. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, if it wouldn't label me as a cannibal, would I eat my own blood or drink my own blood just to see? Possibly. However, I don't want to be known as a cannibal, so we're not gonna do that. A good flavor, sus. Listen, man, I would like to believe that that I probably taste good. Like, let's be honest here. If I'm gonna get cannibalized one day, I would hope I taste good. And so maybe I just need the reassurance that I do taste good. I don't know. Also, thank you for the follow, Acril. Hello, Beetle. Good to see you. There's a male nurse. Ah, I see. Someone who has tasted their own blood, it doesn't really taste good. See, I like the, this is gonna sound really awful. Okay. So, have you ever had a cut, like, on the inside of your mouth? Or when you're losing a tooth? It's probably been a long time for a lot of us here since we've lost teeth. But, you see, that right there, That has been not so bad, okay? I like the taste of iron, and blood happens to have a lot of iron in it. Now, does that mean I'm a cannibal? No, I haven't killed anybody. I haven't eaten anybody. It was purely from accidental standpoint and circumstances that I have consumed a certain amount of blood from myself. And it wasn't intentional, just to be clear, again, it wasn't intentional. But, you know, iron isn't that bad. Iron really isn't that bad. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it's, you know, I kind of like the flavor. Pig blood sausages are amazing. Who's to say human blood doesn't taste the same? Well, I mean, I haven't had pig blood sausage, but if I ever do, I'll let you know if they taste the same and if they're good, you know? Let's see. You went from peanut butter to blood, sir? Yeah. I realize I've taken a turn, haven't I? You know, it's not a crime. It's not a crime. What do you think about it? Eating someone consensually isn't a crime. If you were to kill someone and eat them, then it would be. True. Cannibalism isn't a crime. It's just about how you obtain the meat. And, you know, that's your lesson for today. Depends. Mutilation of a body to eat it is a crime, even if you don't kill them. True. Like, if they said you could eat, you can have it, and they, you know, obtain the meat legally from themselves or from a... I don't know what the legality is here. I don't know how this all works. I've never dealt with a dead loved one's body. However, I'd imagine if they signed away the rights to you and said, I would like, you know, my body to be preserved or whatever, I'd like it to be in the care of this person. I wonder if that person so chooses at that point to say, yes, we want to have it prepared for a meal, if there's any legality protecting that person's body anymore. Because in their will, if they signed away the rights in their will to let their body be used for whatever, you know, then, I mean, is it really a crime? And the answer is, I don't know, and I'm not gonna search. I'm not gonna do the Google search for that one, but... you know, it's got me thinking. It has me thinking. Your neighbors must be concerned. I'm sure they are. They should be. Ask the 16 guys that are trapped in the Andes for 70 days. They ate a bunch of people. Yeah. I'm sure they've got plenty of answers for me. Let's see. Depends mutilation, crime. I like how you're choosing your words so carefully. Well, I mean... You know, I'm not the only one in this house either, and I'd really like to not have to talk to my parents about cannibalism and my thoughts on cannibalism. Because, let's be honest here, like, yes, cannibalism is arguably wrong. Are there circumstances where it's probably, you know, somewhat acceptable? Probably. I don't know, though. I'm not gonna pretend to know. I haven't studied this. Trying hard not to get spotted by the FBI. I guess it could count as desecrating a corpse. Yeah. But what if it's in the will? Gosh, no, I don't want to go down that route. I don't want to go down that route. That's gonna go so badly. Okay. Let me go get some, I need to go get some fireworks and also some stone. Anyway, the whole point of today's conversation was doctors, and we somehow got to cannibalism. You are asking a lot of questions. It's not like I'm intending to eat anybody, but like hypothetically, one day in the future, I might have to. And if I have to, I want to be prepared to face out, I want to be sure that I know my rights as a human being and who I am and am not allowed to eat. You know? Like, if, let's say we were in a room and we were all starving, is it more legal for me to eat the President of the United States or to eat the average Joe? Because on one hand, the President of the United States is a very important person, but on the other hand, his duty is to protect and serve, you know, the citizens of the United States and uphold, you know, the what's it called? The U.S. Constitution, right? Is he dead, though? See, that's another question. If they're both dead, then are they both just bodies? Because he would cease to be the president at that point. He would be a former president. At which point, I feel like he has just about as much say in his body as the average Joe. I don't know. So president happens to be named Joe. So between the Joe and an average Joe, you know, I didn't think we'd get down this rabbit hole today, but here we are, and I'm starting to have a lot more questions than what I'm comfortable having. Oh my gosh. Are you wanting us to eat a Joe? Well, the real question is, who's Joe, right? Do you not like people named Joe? I haven't met very many people named Joe that I do enjoy being around. I'll say that. At least that I'm aware of. There's not many good Joes in the world. And you know, that just happens, Joe Mama. I was waiting for it. Wait for the first dude to starve to death and eat him. Fair enough. But what if I'm the first dude to starve to death? Like, that would be wrong. Because self-preservation should rule above all else. You probably ate all the good Joes. Probably. Good job, King. Hey, Nuggy, we're just talking about eating people. How's it going? Let's see. Returns from ad. Would it be more legal to eat the president of the USA? I mean, like, that's a real good question. Or, like, what about, an active service person? Like, somebody that's actively serving in the military. Because his goal is to, you know, protect U.S. citizens. So should he be the first to be eaten? Or would we say because he has already been serving and is serving, that he should have, you know, the right to at least live, right? Just call them lost in action? I see, okay. In what context are we eating people? In dire need of, you know, food. Like, say you're locked in a room, right? Who are you supposed to eat? In what scenarios? Like, this is a very good question, because it could happen to you. And I don't want you guys to be unprepared. Go for the beefiest person, doesn't matter the scenario. Okay, so if it is the President of the United States, it's okay to eat him if and only if, he is the beefiest person in the room. Got it. Okay, now that we have that settled... now we're ready to, you know, endure cannibalism in any means necessary. Beef? I like beef. I mean, me too, man, me too. Weirdly enough, this isn't even the most unhinged conversation we've had on stream, and I don't know how I feel about this. I smell like beef? See, but here's the thing. I hate to dox you like this, Infinite, but you will never be the first person to be eaten in a group if we're eating the beefiest person. And I'm apologizing now, but you're built like me. And that's okay. It just means you and I will live a little longer. You know, I don't know what that means really, but we can dine upon, you know, we can dine upon our fellow Americans together for a very long time. Candy. All right. Now, I'm fresh out of eating I'm all fresh out of eating you know, human flesh, but I do have this Reese's, so next best candy, right? I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing now. You're fattening me up. In case we do have to eat me. Why is this the conversations we have on my stream? It went from 9/11, doctors, cannibalism. I don't know. I don't know what this is, man. I don't know if people would be calling dibs to eat other humans. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. In our defense, he started with saying that he thought his blood would taste good. It looked like it would taste good. You've never seen a deep red like that, man. It looked like... 1 minute. 1 minute. Alright. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a warning here. If you're in a dark room, shut your eyes for a second. We're about to get really bright. It's gonna flashbang you guys, but it's worth it. Trust me. Let's see. I want this one. Yeah. Alright. Boom. That's what my blood looked like. And in case you don't know, black cherry is an exquisite flavor, okay? This is a very, very good flavor. That's what I thought of as soon as I saw my blood, okay? That's what I saw, and that's what I was thinking. And, you know, I was like, I wonder if that would taste good. And I couldn't say anything because I didn't want the nurses to throw me into the, you know, psychiatric evaluation. But, yeah, you know, whatever. It's delicious. It tastes like my blood, probably. Yeah. You know, I don't even know how to pronounce their name, but Amorti? Amorti, sure. They should definitely sponsor me. I don't even know what their stuff tastes like, but I would drink this. Especially if it came in like little vials, like what you keep your blood in. Like that would be great to just have on stream one day. You just pop them open and just drink from the vial. Don't be surprised if I do that one day, guys. Don't be surprised. Let me catch up here on chat. My boyfriend is telling his dad right now. Ah, nice. Hope it all goes well, man. The current president is an old man, so I don't think he has much meat on those bones. True. Trust me, if you are starving to actual death, that's the first thing people will think about. Maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna die first, so I'm fine. I am literally just toothpicks for people if they were to eat me. You want to eat a doctor because they can patch up someone once you take a bite? True. That is a good point. It's either me or them. I don't want to starve to death. Give me the light. That's really dark red. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, it might be bad. Hang on, let me find maybe a slightly better picture of what my blood looked like. Let's see. Yeah, no, it pretty well looked like that. I'm finding actual blood vials, like, here, here, I can do open image in new tab. Okay. Here you go. right here. Okay? So you have this one, which is bright, right? Mine was in these two. Scab tone, dark blood. It was kind of in between those two. It was more of a brown color, in my opinion, and brown red. It had hints of red in it. And then, you know, from my understanding, what that means is it has less oxygen in it compared to bright red blood. Bright red blood has more oxygen, dark red blood has less oxygen, I think. It's been a long time since I took anatomy, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Anyway, immediately when I saw the blood coming out, because I don't know why, I'm a psycho. Like I said, I'm a psycho. I watched her poke the needle in and start taking blood, and I just watched. I don't know why. But immediately, I was like, that looks like cherry. Like, that looks like cherry flavoring right there, man. Hydrate, dab, and candy. Alright, here's your hydrate. Heck yeah, dude, it probably tastes like it. Probably. Next time I'm there, I'll see if they'll get me, like, an extra container to take some home in. What are you looking at? Basically my blood. Things that look similar to blood and may taste good. Yeah. Be right back, grabbing food. Alright, sounds good, Nuggy. Alright, did I do the dab? I think I did the dab. Let me get some candy. Alright, you are fattening me up, King. King? Goliath. I mean, maybe you're a king. I don't know. You could be a king. I promise I don't... I'm realizing now that that may sound like I was trying to refer to myself in third person, possibly. I don't do that. Well, I do that, actually. I'm not crazy, okay? I'm realizing how much today makes me sound like, I'm the crazy man. I'm not. I'm not crazy, and I know every crazy man says that. But I promise you, I'm not crazy. So you need more candy again. Stop fattening him up. You're not gonna eat him. King, guess how many channel points I have? Too many. Too many. I'll be the new king very soon. I'm hungry. Oh my gosh. Guys, keep Goliath away from me, okay? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. 75k? Oh my gosh. I need to start working on some of those channel point redemptions. Okay. I'm gonna say something very concerning. There was something crunchy in that Reese's. I don't want to face the reality of what it could have been. But I have had a spider issue in my room, as well as stink bugs and ladybugs. They've just been all over my house because it had that false warming. So here in West Virginia, basically what happens is it's very, very cold. All the bugs go away. It warms up, the bugs think, hey, it's springtime. They come out, they live for a little bit, maybe like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And because they woke up and they're in the house, they don't go back to sleep unless it gets cold enough in the house. So, I'm... It's best not to think about it. It's best not to think about it. It was probably nothing. It was probably just like a nut, like an uncrushed nut from the peanut butter, but I don't know. Double VIP. Obviously razor blades. Oh, definitely. I need a razor blade. I should pull that, I should get that out, I'm saving for future rewards. I'll have some plans soon, hopefully. Hopefully. I'm kind of working up some ideas. I need to talk to my homies and see what they kind of think. Maybe bounce some ideas off of them. Spider, Uma protein for king. Ladybugs have a very distinctive taste. It probably wasn't ladybug. Yeah, and I would, like Bionic says, probably same for stink bug. I really don't think spiders have a distinct taste, though. I've never eaten a spider, but I'm going to assume that they don't really have much of a taste. However, they might. I've eaten a scorpion. Well, I mean, they're both arachnids, so, do they have a distinct taste, or is it kind of just crunch? $250K in stream. I don't know if I want an in-stream one. I mean, I've been thinking about it because I know a lot of people really do want me to end stream early sometimes. However, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, you know? Maybe you guys are just trying to take my happiness away. Like, what's with that? Let's see. King, I hate my life now. What's going on, Nightfall? 10K to stream 48 hours, no cooldown. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? I have been thinking about doing a monthly point goal that you guys could save up towards together, and buy like a 12-hour stream for every month or something like that. But I don't know. I've got to think about it. Because that could be a really bad idea at the same time. Point-a-thon? Gosh. I ate it in a lollipop, so it was chewy. I see, I see. I become a loser that is intolerant to dairy. No! Nightfall, no! I'm so sorry to hear that. Did you go to a doctor too, or did you just find out today that that you are now a non-dairy eater? Do you remember me being off school because of snow, right? Yes. Yes, I do. 10K to stream, 48 hours, no cooldown. 48-hour streams, gosh. I ate a 1.5 liter ice cream today and I'm chilling. Dude, I miss ice cream. I haven't eaten ice cream in like... I never really eat ice cream. I'm trying to think the last time I had ice cream. It was probably in November. So, January, December, November. 3 months. You know, it's actually not too bad now that I'm thinking about it, because it gives me a nice little treat. Every once in a while, I can go get ice cream, and I feel like, you know, I'm treating myself a little bit. And so when I'm out with friends and stuff, you know, I can get ice cream with them, and, you know, maybe it'll be a treat with friends, and with family, you know, even like that. But I don't usually ever have ice cream. I just found out today after eating a sundae. Aw, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. I haven't been to school since last Thursday. Oh my goodness. You guys have some serious snow. Or ice, or bad weather in general. Let's see. What was I looking for? There was a chat message I think I missed. Except that I think your PC seems nice and warm. Yes. I do need to check my PC again. Because I had to take off my side panel again in order to keep my PC cool enough to edit a video. So I need to probably go back through and try to clean out that radiator and just make sure it's clean. Because it's not running at full capacity, that's for sure. Let's see. Ice cream solves my problems, fair enough. King, I need a build palette, but for a post office newspaper area that fits spawn. Can you give me a few blocks you suggest? Let me think. I mean, let's go to spawn really quick. So are you thinking like something similar to what spawn has in terms of these builds, or like more like what fits in with the shopping district? Let's see. And also it was called off tomorrow. Oh my goodness. You've been off a while. And you will be for a while too. In Canada we go out when it's -40. We should all pitch in and get Nightfall and ice cream cake for their birthday. We totally should be thoughtful. Ice cream cake is so good. I'm so sorry, Nightfall. I'm sorry that this has happened to you. Especially so early in life. Fellow Canadian in chat? Yeah. Nuggy is a Canadian. Texas would be running for shelter if it was below 35 degrees. Oh, for sure. I mean, I don't hate me, guys, but I was talking with my mom a couple days ago about jobs and stuff, because we were kind of just like, you know, realistically, where I'm at, I need to go get a job at some point, and I'm wanting to find a job that I can work at, ideally, you know, comfortably for the rest of my life, and I can work up in and, you know, slowly get higher and higher and higher, and maybe one day, you know, be at a really good position. It's more for us, win-win. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm down. I'm down. Let's get it. Let's do it. I hate all of you. I'm sorry. Something unique, make it fit in, but still make it different. Okay. Let me think a little bit. I remember, I don't know if Ort still has it on his island, but he built this mail van one time because we did a post office theme. It would be really funny if you brought the postal van back. I made a pyramid. Oh, it's ugly. No. It's okay. It's okay. That's how you get better at building, is just trying. It's still there? Okay. You might be able to copy off the postal van, and then you just gotta come up with a design for the build, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what I would make for the actual. I don't know what I would do. Roof jumper. That sounds like it's about to become another 9/11 reference, and I'm not comfortable with that. Let's see. It is the first build I ever made, so don't expect much. Hey, that's okay, man. We all start somewhere. My boyfriend is being a baby about telling his dad. You know, there comes a time in every man's life where he's gonna have to man up, and he's getting there. Unreal's almost there. Hello. Do you need food? I have food. You got food? Okay. If you need anything, let me know. I have too much. I have way too many baked potatoes. Not you leaking who he is. What? Let's see. Only good news about it is a new slur unlocked. There's a slur for people who have lactose intolerance. Is there seriously a slur for that? Now I'm concerned. You said his name. Okay, let's be honest here. You guys weren't doing a very good job hiding it anyway. I thought it was public. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Listen, man. Listen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Of course, there's a slur for most minorities. I mean, there's a slur for a lot of things, but like, why is there a slur for that? Now I gotta look this up. Now I have to look this up. What the heck? Slur for people who are lactose intolerant. Okay, I see. I see. Okay. I like that. That's cool. I mean, I would never use it, but I didn't know it existed. The only reason some kids found out is because Bionics told them, "Come on, King, sorry." I thought it was public info. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I mean, to be fair, you know, that should give him some confidence, right? Because at this point, like, you know, everybody else knows, so, like, what's one more guy? Even though he's related, like, that's, you know, just one more dude. And have the brain cells connected out, so I mean, you're expecting children to have many brain cells in the first place. Correlation doesn't really show up until after high school, in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some children who are very good at correlating things. Like, they can take one thing and say, okay, if it's applicable to this, then it's applicable to this. But they're not very good at taking context and seeing situations and then cross-referencing them. So that's why people like, for example, I'm sorry to use this as an example, but Bionics was able to figure out, but other people weren't. Because Bionics is older and I think has more brain development there. And that's nothing to say that they're dumb. It's just brain development in and of itself works that way. Not me getting scientific over this. I'm basically a doctor, guys. Like, I could have taken my own blood. Here's her dab. Acaril? Acaril. Acaril. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. It's gonna hurt me. Here's your dab. It can be pretty convoluted sometimes. Bionics only knew because I told him months ago. Adderall? Is it Adderall? Are we sure? Does the K actually make a D sound? Because now I'm gonna feel dumb. Actually, no, I won't feel dumb. That's just the English language, right? Totally. Hey, man, if he wants it to be Adderall, it'll be Adderall. I'll never remember, but it'll be Adderall. Akira. 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 Maybe. Possibly. Excuse my American, I'm dumb. I had suspicions but never really truly knew. I mean, the truth of the matter is, I suppose not a lot of people... Most people won't know unless they're told. For example, let me think of a good example that I can share. And I gotta think of something here. Okay, for example, Akira is unavailable 1. That's a capital I that's throwing people off. That's an I? That's an I. Oh my. Well, if I knew it was an I... Okay. It's a 1? I mean, it's a 1 at the end, but I think it's an I right after the A and before the S. What am I doing? I'm doing nothing. Let's go do things. Ads, oh no. Let's go back to the village. Okay. Lots of people messed it up. Well, I'm sorry to be one of them. I don't wish to mess it up. I'm just a streamer, man. I just realized I can't have pizza. Oh no, Nightfall. Okay, it depends on how severe it is. Like, you might be able to still have it. It's just, you know, it might still make you feel sick, but maybe it won't be as sickening as ice cream. At least the way I understand it. I have a couple of friends who were lactose intolerant and so like they couldn't have like a cup of milk was no. That was a no-go. Yogurt was a no-go. But things like pizza was fine. It maybe wasn't fine, but it was more okay. Like they could tolerate that more than they could other things. I was in pain. I mean, I wouldn't tempt fate unless you just don't have a lot going on the next couple of days. Because you'll want to have at least 1 day recovery period, I would think. Just tolerate lactose. They have lactose-free cheese. True, but going out to eat or ordering, most places won't carry it. So you'd have to make your own. But, you know, that's cool. No grilled cheese, no cheesecake, no ice cream, no milkshakes, no milk, no yogurt, no pizza, no cheese on burgers. I can go on. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of things. Cheesecake, man. I love cheesecake. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna shut up. I will end your bloodline. I'm gonna destroy your bridge. Hey, I am too. But I just tolerate lactose. Just ignore it. Just simply ignore your body, guys. Life hack right there. I have cheesecake too. What kind, King? I like plain cheesecake. I like any of the chocolate cheesecakes. Honestly, just cheesecake. I'll even eat the strawberry flavored ones. Like, I don't like strawberry flavors and cherry flavors and stuff usually, but I can tolerate it. King doesn't eat dairy. He's about that human flesh. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know me so well, Goliath. I like cherry cheesecake or plain cheesecake. Caramel cheesecake is good. Ooh, caramel's good. Ooh. You're onto something there. Cheese is on 70% of all foods, pretty much, especially in the United States. We throw cheese on everything here. Yeah, people with diabetes should eat as much sugar as they want, 100%. I mean, what could go wrong? Cherry is top tier for me. Fair enough. I don't usually like cherry flavor with things, but sometimes I can do fine with it. Cherry anything honestly is top tier. See, that's why when I was looking at that vial of blood that they were pulling from me, actively just sucking the blood out of me, I was like, cherry. I wonder how that tastes. Like, I'm kind of craving a little bit of I'm craving a little bit of, just like a straight, like, a straight flavor blast of cherry, like, oh, you know the syrups they put in, like, the slushies and stuff? And snow cones? I want that. But just cherry. Just cherry like that. That would be so good right now. I'm not psychotic, I promise. I only think of food when I see people sometimes. I know there's caramel and strawberry and chocolate drizzle for ice cream, but they need cherry. Yeah, you know, I can respect the cherry love, you know? I respect it. Black cherry ice cream is one of my favorites. Black cherry is so good, man. It's so good. Have you ever had black cherry soda? That's a good one. I don't usually like soda too much. I try not to drink it too often. But when I do go out and get a soda, black cherry is probably one of my favorites. Just looked it up. Well, that's harsh. It's a good one, is it not? Or I'm coming to Canada to disintegrate your house. I hate soda 'cause it hurts, but fair enough. Fair enough. Black cherry soda is pretty good, yeah. I don't know why I started thinking about this, but what would happen if you carbonated your blood? I know exactly why I thought of this. Black cherry soda, and I thought my blood looked like black cherry flavoring. You know, that's fine. It's a really funny slur. I know, it's pretty good. I would... I wouldn't use it myself, but... You know, it's on the list. Just in case I do decide to use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. Why did I pick an uneven number? You know what? That's actually good. 71 divided by 2. That's I'm gonna use a calculator. 35.5. Okay. But with said Sunday, I also had a cheeseburger, so I was almost on my way to get my stomach pumped. Ooh. That's rough. That's rough. Or just put a bunch of cows and buckets of milk in your house. It'll keep nightfall away. Oh my gosh. King, are you a Pepsi or Coke fan? Usually I like Coke products better than I like Pepsi, but I don't mind. Both of them are fine. Let's see. You know what's gross? My boyfriend likes grape flavored things. Dude, a grape soda? That is fire right there. What is grape? You mean purple? Purple flavor. I love Coke, not the drink. Same. I like grapes, but not grape flavored stuff. See, I like grape flavored things, but I don't like grape as much. Like, grapes, in my opinion... I don't like the skin, honestly. Like, you'll get all the flavor, and then the skin is just left over, and it's like, you know... I don't know. I don't know, man. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite, but it's not the worst, I suppose. How much are Fortune 3 books worth on the server? Yeah, it would depend on who you ask. I'd say most people would be willing to sell you one for probably 1 to 3 diamonds, if I had to guess, just depending on, you know, how many books are out there and, you know, how they get their book. I ate the skin first? That's weird. You should freeze grapes and then try it. Ooh, frozen grapes are probably good. I used to... Oh, this... Nostalgia, I'm sorry. Every time... Okay. A little bit of context here. I call my grandmother Nana, okay? So every time I went to my Nana's house, she would have this... container, and she would freeze different berries in there. And usually it was blueberries. That was her thing that she did for us. And so every time we would come over, it was like, you know, we would hang out, we would watch stuff, and then she'd go, "Do you guys want a snack?" And we all knew what was coming. It was the frozen blueberries, or occasionally she would do blackberries, but it was usually it was frozen blueberries. And that's a memory I totally forgot about. But man, miss those days. I miss those days, man. I haven't had blueberries in a long time, but I love them. I really do. Frozen grapes are good. I used to do that. Fair enough. I failed at making them somehow. Like freezing grapes. I imagine, like, The hard thing is, I would imagine they'd get very hard if you leave them in there too long. Same thing with blueberries. You leave them in there too long, and they become a little bit not too hard, but you have to let them thaw for a minute, I think, in order to like truly enjoy it the proper way. I think anyway. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt your teeth, or you're not gonna get very much flavor. We also made smoothies. We would also occasionally make berry smoothies out of the frozen berries and stuff. Frozen strawberries are one of my favorites. I hate blueberries. Really? I can't imagine that. Frozen strawberries are pretty good. I have had those before. Frozen mango. I actually don't like mango. I'm weird, I know. Frozen watermelon, aka ice cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So it's gonna be like right here, I think. I think this is center. I've never actually had a smoothie, really? I mean, you're not missing much. In my opinion, I like milkshakes better. Usually people, I feel like you're either a smoothie person or a milkshake person. However, I have been noticing it's kind of becoming a little bit more popular to do both, I suppose. But when I was younger, that was the thing. It was a serious debate whether, at least where I was, it was a serious debate on whether smoothies or milkshakes are better. In my opinion, milkshakes are better. They're sweet, they're thick, and Nightfall can't have them. I'm sorry, Nightfall. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Milkshakes are just good, man. I like the thick nature of them. I like the flavors that you can get with them. Bro, I heard that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. You have to forgive me. Like, you know, I've tried to refrain. I promise. I've tried. I'm clipping that. Okay. Milkshakes are good. Milkshakes are pretty good. What's your favorite milkshake, guys? Nightfall, you can answer too. Just know that you just know we mean no offense. How do I want to do this gate? Strawberry? Interesting. I like, let me think. Honestly, a good chocolate milkshake is fine, but, there's a place up here. I'd have to see if I can... I might actually have some picture of it still. Let me see. If I do, I'll try to show you it. I might even have video. Let me see. I'm literally getting bullied. I'm sorry. There's this really good place here, though, that does milkshakes, and I want to show you something that they brought to our table once. There is a person in that video. I can't show his face. Okay. Let me screenshot it, and then I'll just edit his face out of it. You won't get the full video, but you'll get the idea when I show it to you guys. Gotta, how do you do, like, a shape? It used to be that you could do shapes in this. I don't know. Can I reset the crop on that as well? Okay, I accidentally cropped it. You guys are witnessing an old man experience technology for the first time, and I apologize. How do you undo the crop? Okay, there we go. Now I can mark up. And if I do a shape, let's do like, you know, a little circle. Just to cover his face. And that will give you guys the idea. Okay. Save that to my photos and I'll send it to myself so you guys can see it on stream. Let's see. I'm literally getting bullied. It was cookie dough. Ooh, cookie dough is good. 3 reasons why milkshakes are better. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Upload that to Discord. And I'll put it on my test server. Thank you for the follow. Wouter the Whopper. There we go. We got several hydrates here. Let me... Where's my test server? There it is. Post it there. Alright, Chug Water Loser. Oh boy. Hello, how's it going? We're just talking about milkshakes. What's your favorite milkshake if you have one? Chug Water Loser. I hope this person isn't lactose intolerant. Otherwise, that's going to be a really insensitive question. Open a new browser. Okay. Yeah, I can show you guys this picture, I think. Yeah, it should be fine. Alright, properties, and you guys are going to see this milkshake that I had. It was beautiful. Can I zoom out just a little? I can't wait to explain it to you guys, too. Okay. So, I'll do all those hydrates here in a second. So, this is a peanut butter Reese Blast milkshake from a place that I live near. And basically it is chocolate and peanut butter milkshake. And then it is poured into here. A huge layer of whipped topping. And the whipped cream is more like, it's very sweet and very thick. It's not very creamy, in my opinion. It comes way up. It has, a little Reese, cupcake thing here. It has some Reese pieces on the whipped cream, and it has some, drizzle, chocolate drizzle and a peanut butter drizzle, and then they have a fudge, rim. And then they stick a sparkler, or I'm calling it a sparkler, on there. It's not. Some of them are sparklers. I don't remember what this one's technically called, but I'm not well versed in pyrotechnics. I know it's very concerning, but they stick that on there, and every single one of these that you order, it's the same exact thing. They'll do that, and then they also have this silver cup. That's where they make their milkshake in. They bring you the rest of it. So whatever doesn't end up in here, you still get. It is awesome. However, it is very, very sweet, and there's a lot to drink there. I mean, that is a mason jar, and I mean, given the size that you see of other things in that picture, I'm sure you can guess it is pretty large. Okay, I think I'll hit that dab now. And then we got several hydrates here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 hydrates. All right. Admiral. Why? Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? Okay. How are you? I'm doing well, Whopper. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Grimace shake? I never actually did the grimace shake. I should have. I really should have. Um, this is why milkshakes are better. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do this candy before I do the rest of the water. I'm going to make myself sick. How much water is too much water? Like, at what point do you get water poisoning? Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go get more water. And then after I chug that one, I have to go back down and get more water. But then we should be good. I'm gonna be right back though. In the meantime, you know what? Look at the Twin Towers. I'll be right back. That second cup down. I'm going to go refill this so I can sip on something during the rest of the stream. But that might be the last hydrate reading we do. For now. Just for today. Not feeling anymore. Definitely need to slow down on those. I will be right back again. You know what? I'm gonna take a quick be right back screen. That way, yeah, I'm gonna run ads during that, so you guys don't have to worry too much about the ads during stream, and then we'll get back to our cannibalism and blood work talk that we were, destined to have or whatever. I don't know. I'll be right back. Hello, everybody. Sorry that took me a minute, but we're back. Back again. How's it going? Good to see you all. If you missed it, let's see. What have we all done today? What have we talked about? Emo only. Okay. Man, you guys. That hydrating has... That's gonna put me in the ground. That one might put me... That one might kill me later, I don't know. I can already feel like my body a little bit cramping from it, which is weird. I don't usually get cramps from that kind of hydration. I mean, we've done, more hydrating than that before, but for whatever reason, it is... I can definitely tell it's gonna strike back with a vengeance. Gosh. I am cramping. It's not just my stomach either. I'm just getting body cramps. Okay. It's fine. My calves are getting there. It's cool. We're just gonna play some Minecraft for a little bit. Oh, jeez. Okay. So for anybody that just came in during the Be Right Back screen or just now and it's like, what's going on? Let's see. One, if you got the notification on your phone or mobile device, you probably saw something that said, "They took my blood," all caps, right? I went to a doctor. Just to clarify, nothing like actually that dramatic happened. Let's see. What else do I need to say? We're working on the village. Specifically this wall here between the Twin Towers. And it's going pretty well. I think it's gonna look good. We have a long way to go before it's done, but I think it's got some pretty good potential ahead of itself, so we're just gonna keep working on it slowly but surely. In fact, you know what I think I'm gonna do? We gotta decide how wide of a gap it's gonna be. So, is this 35 right here? Okay, emote only. Emote only off. There's one thing I did want to talk to you guys about. Oh wait, let me catch up on chat first. Let's see. Shaking my head, imagine not using my Be Right Back screen. I'm sorry, Nuggy. I've been lazy. I've been lazy and busy at the same time. I know. I know it's no excuse, but I'll do it soon. Eventually, hopefully. You have 5 others. Advil Gaming ad, nice. I didn't know Advil did gaming ads. I mean, I know Advil does ads. I just specifically geared for gamers. I didn't think about that. But now that I think about it, any ad on Twitch is usually intended for people that are gaming. That's usually who buys the ad slots here anyway. And that means they usually pay out pretty good what is it called? They pay pretty good for the ad spot, which means that the money will get passed on to the creator at some point, and that's pretty nice. Let's see, so it's 35.5, right? Yeah, okay. So I probably counted, I'll just double count. It's not worth guessing and then being wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Okay. So this is 35 right here. Now let's try it from this side over here. One thing I did want to talk to you guys about, though, is TwitchCon. I don't know if any of you guys are planning on going or not, but I'm just curious. Anybody in chat wanting to go to TwitchCon at all? They just announced that in the US, it's going to be in San Diego. And, it's supposed to be, pretty cool. I've never been. A couple of my friends have though, so I might see if they're wanting to go this year. The big thing right now is it costs a lot of money. Because I was trying to find a way to go and spend extra time in San Diego, so after I'm done with TwitchCon, you know, I can go and find other places to hang out and, you know, see, because it would be probably my first or second time in California, maybe third. But I've never been to California yet, but I'm planning so far in the future that I think I already got another California trip planned before that. At least that's the hope. And so I'm trying to figure out, you know, what I can do while I'm there. And so I was trying to plan out some extra days, and hotels are expensive, man. I was trying to plan it out, and the hotel itself was going to cost $2,000. I ended up finding some cheaper hotels, and also they're still within walking distance for the convention. But I was also thinking, you know, airline tickets are expensive. Theoretically, I could drive for a quarter of the price right now. However, that's if you buy your ticket right now, which it's $400 right now. It'll probably drop down to $200, $300 when we're a little bit closer to the event dates. So I'm trying to look into it and budget and see what we can do. But it's something I would like to go do, and I want to vlog it. If I do it, that would be one trip I do vlog. At least a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. How did I... So that's 35, and that's 35, so this is the middle. Okay. You know, that's fine. It's confusing, but it's fine. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how I want this gate to look. I'm imagining like it almost being two giant doors set in. Similar to like how that is, like that, but large. So at minimum it needs to probably be 7 blocks in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's try this. Okay. Should leave something here so I can tell where the middle is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Did I count the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. Okay. But anyway, right, back to TwitchCon. So I'm intending to try to go this year, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, I've got a lot of other things that are kind of going on, so it might not happen, but it's on my list. That is for certain. It is on my list. Okay, honestly, I think it needs to be even larger. Because I'm thinking of a giant door, like, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. needs to be a little bit longer. So 9, 10, 11, 12. All I know so far is my boyfriend's dad's response was good. Well, that's good. That is a good sign. From what I know of his dad, you know, he's pretty cool, pretty chill. So I don't think he's gonna care too much, all things considered. Sorry, I'm like half here, half not. No, you're all good. You do what you gotta do, man. Let's see. Oh. Okay. We're probably not gonna be live a whole lot longer. I guess there's this one minor detail I forgot to tell you guys about the doctors. When I did go, after the blood had all been drawn and all that, I felt extremely tired. Especially after I had lunch. At that point, I was like, yeah, no, it's over. I'm done. I was struggling to get anything done a little bit before stream. I was trying to get a video going. I couldn't get that happening, so I tried to clean my room, and I just kind of was like, no, it's not working. This just isn't working. So I just kind of sat down. I played a little bit of guitar, which really tired me out. And then I was pretty well out of it by then. Had some dinner right before stream, and that kind of gave me a little bit of extra energy, but I've been really tired pretty much since the blood draw. Hello, welcome, how am I supposed to pronounce your name? Fedlerge? How's it going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, it could be a hard G instead. My dog went to the vet, but we had to make him not eat for the day, so he was acting like he was dying. Ah, yes. Classic dog. I know that feeling. My cat, every time, I mean, he didn't even have to, it wasn't even that we weren't letting him eat for that day. It was, there were times, like, for the vet, I just specify, we would never just not let him eat for no reason. But it was like, even if we were like a couple minutes late on feeding him, he'd be following you throughout the entire house, even a couple minutes before, just letting you know, hey, it's almost time to feed me. He'd be following us through the house, howling. Literally howling at us. For context, for those you don't know, he was a, at least he had some Siamese in him, and they are very loud cats. And, he was definitely amongst the loudness there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 11. I didn't realize this, but I naturally just did do it. It was, you're not supposed to really eat before a blood draw, like, for a little bit. I don't know what exactly is considered a fast, but you're supposed to fast, before you have your blood drawn, and I didn't realize I was supposed to do that, but I did, and it worked out. But I meant to wake up that morning and have breakfast, and I was just like, no, I feel like I got hit by a truck, dude. I'm good. I don't know about you guys, but that happens to me a lot where I'll wake up and I'm just like, my body cannot move. It sucks, but it happens. I shouldn't be filling in that spot. That's a dumb spot to fill in. Okay, and then let me come over to this side. We'll do a little bit of this. Just to get rid of the extra blocks. I'm gonna be picking up a lot more. Fast is just not eating breakfast. Breaking fast in doctor's term. True. True. I mean, I guess it all depends on when you're going into the doctor's. My dog does that when she's fed. My cat was really smart near the end of his life. And what he would do is he would make us think that he wasn't fed already and get extra food because of it. So, you know, I thought he wasn't fed because he ate it all really quickly. So I went in there and fed him, and my dad's like, I already fed him. Like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, I didn't know. I thought he was following me through the house, acting like nobody has fed him. So I gave him an extra scoop. And of course, you know, my cat, being the wonderful lad he was, he would, after you'd feed him, he would chow down on it really fast, and then he would probably throw up somewhere. He had a bad habit of that. He was a cat. He certainly was a cat if there ever was one. Gosh. Okay, so I don't know if this is common or not, but I'm going to say it anyway because I don't want to. It's gonna make me sound crazy probably if it's not common. But I wonder. So this is something that's been happening to me anyway. So after the blood was drawn, it felt like it was still in there, and I can still kind of feel the pain that I felt when it was initially put in, the needle, the syringe, whatever its technical term is, I don't know. But it still feels like it's in there sometimes, so I have to actually, like, roll up my sleeve and look to prove to myself that it's not in there. Almost kind of like, what is it, phantom pain? For people that have, like, amputation. They have to have, like, a mirror so they can, like, trick their brain into believing, like, hey, you know, my other half is fine, even though they know they don't have another, you know, body part that they're supposed to have. Sometimes their brain is just, like, really confused about it. I don't know if that's kind of the same scenario here or what. But, like, I have to occasionally just look over there and, like, roll up my sleeve and look and, like, yeah, no, there's no needle in there still, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's really, really weird. Yes, eating till you throw up, normal cat behavior. You know, if there was one thing that cat could be, it was weird. That was his thing, man. He truly just liked to eat and eat and eat until he was sick, and then he would probably get sick elsewhere too. Cause he never just went. He would never just throw up once. That was his other many drawbacks that he would have is he had to go. He would throw up once, walk away from it, and throw up in a completely different spot in the house. And so you'd clean up one spot, and then you'd have to find the other one. And it was always 2 at least. Sometimes it was 3, but it was usually 2. I have trypanophobia. I can't do that. Fair enough. Fair enough. See, what happens for me is like I feel like it's in there still. And so when I look, I'm like, okay, it's not there. But I watched them put it in, so that might be why. I mean, most people, from what I know, don't really like to watch their blood get drawn. Whether it's from the needle with the trypanophobia or the what is it? The hemophobia? Is that the one with the like fear of blood or becomes panicked when blood? I can't recall what it's called now, but it's something like that. But yeah, I've been I did a lot of research on it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna look. And then I was like, no, when I sat down, I was like, no, I'm not gonna look. Like, that's a bad idea. And then I decided I was going to try to look. And there wasn't like a whole lot of time. Like, she didn't even hesitate. She just looked at it. Found the vein as soon as it started popping out because of the is that, oh, what is it called? The thing that they put on your arm to make your veins pop out a little bit more because it slightly cuts off the circulation. Can't remember what it's called. But as soon as she saw it, she was like, okay, bonk. She was right into my arm. I'm like, oh, okay. IV? No, not the IV. I'm lucky I didn't have to do an IV today. I do not envy people who do IVs, man. I've seen what those look like. I'm good. I am good. I would be begging for them to let me do that one myself. And I know I wouldn't even do that one myself, but I'd rather try to do it myself than... No. I don't like IVs, man. I don't. Tourniquet, yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Man, I was really struggling with that one. Okay, how's this looking? You know, that's not the worst. So, I kind of want it to be a little bit more door, though. So maybe we take out 2 blocks on each side here. And expand this. Same deal on this side. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. I don't know how far we're gonna get with this one tonight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to feel tired again. Let's try to finish up with the smooth stone at least, and then, you know, maybe on Monday we can kind of come back and do some more wall building. I don't know. Sleep. I would like to, but also I have some friends that I really want to talk to because I haven't talked in a minute with them, or it feels like I haven't anyway. I feel like I've been Not intentionally dodging them, but I feel like I've been dodging them. And there's not a good way to say that without it sounding bad, but what I'm trying to say is, like, it feels like I've been just barely missing them. There we go. So I want to go talk to them for a little bit. I'm sure they want more of a detailed rundown on on what the doctor said, but I gave them some brief messages just because they asked. But I didn't want to do, like, sensory overload and just give them everything, you know? That would be a lot to unload. Let's see. This isn't the center. It should be right here. Yeah, that's the center. I mean, nobody would know, but I would know, and that's all that matters. Let's see. I want to kind of get it a little bit higher. It's like right about there, maybe. 2 more. King, you should build the Eye of Sauron. It's kind of been on my list to maybe do, but I don't know. It's kind of what inspired this build in the first place, to be entirely honest. And then it just ended up becoming its own build entirely, and I was like, you know, this is fine. But it's hard to build the eye, in my opinion, in a way that I like. I want it to look a certain way, I guess. I have an idea of how I want it to look as well. It's just I don't know how to translate that to blocks. And that's probably just a me issue, and that's okay. But it does mean that, like, you know, it's gonna take a while before I ever do one, I guess. Okay. Maybe build Minas Tirith 1-to-1 scale as a warm-up. Oh yeah. You're right. If I just build oh my gosh. It would be huge. I mean, you know, it's been kind of something I toyed around with. Doing a Lord of the Rings project, but somebody else has already done it. So it's kind of like, you know, maybe it's not for me. And it's not even one of those things where I'm like, oh yeah, but maybe I could do it better. Like, no, there's no way. More of a Minas Morgul man, I feel that. Trying to think, there's a couple of, I like Minas Ethel, man. That one's my jam. Okay, this is tall. But it's not insanely tall, actually. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this in. And it's going to look fantastic. Just trust me on this. It's the OG name for Morgul, I think. It might be. I can't remember. I don't have all those names really super memorized. I used to be really into Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth in general. And then I got a closer look at the fandom and they just became extremely toxic. Like, Same reason for like Star Wars. I love Star Wars, but the fan base became so toxic, and so I kind of stopped paying attention to the deep lore and names and stuff. I've never read the books. I need to read them. It's on my list. I actually have the audiobooks saved uh on my phone, just in case I do decide I want to listen to them at some point. Maybe I'll listen to them tonight. I don't know. We'll see. Also, I realized I did not have the replay mod at all on tonight. And you know what? That's okay. We'll just take this footage, but speed it up or whatever, and it'll be fine. Okay. That's almost everything. We just gotta come over here. Put it in line with that. And with this. Two, three. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Alright. How does this look? You know, it's actually not bad. We're gonna change the shape of the doors a little bit so that you can actually get into them. But this is actually starting to shape up to be really awesome. If I come back here, you'll get a really good view of it. I want to turn on the shaders, but they're lagging at the moment. There we go. So, you know, what we're gonna have is plenty of quartz kind of taking along the wall, and then we'll figure out the rest of it later, but this is a good look so far. Okay. It's definitely early. It's definitely very, very early, but I'm wiped out. Long day today, as I've said a couple of times. But, it's always been a pleasure, to have you guys tag along and, play and just hanging out. It's been, you know, a lot of fun. Sorry to end so early though, especially considering tomorrow we might not even be live. But I've got other things I gotta take care of. I'm sorry. I am losing my voice a little bit too. Is there a way to see the map seed? Let me see if we have it still somewhere. We used to have the information for the seed listed, but I don't know if we still do or not. I don't know. You might not be alive. No, I might not be. I might not be live. My DMs. Let's see. World map. Like for the mod. If that's what you're talking about. If not, it's cool. Just hunting for a fortress. Let me see if I can find the seed, but I don't know. I mean, I know what the seed is. I don't know if it's public info or not, though. So I don't want to share it and then get in trouble. Not again. Let's see, plugins. I don't think it's public info. It used to be, I promise. Hey, Preserve Pie, thank you so much for the bit. I appreciate it, man. I mean, for me to get the seed, all I have to do is /seed. And it'll give it to me. Hey, King might not be on the server for a few days. Haven't been feeling like myself. Hey, it's okay, man. No worries. You take your time, okay? I don't want you to burn out, and I want you to take some time so you can feel a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I don't see the channel anymore where it was, so I'm gonna assume I'm not supposed to share it anymore. So I would love to help you out, but I'm going to assume I'm supposed to refrain. /world map in game. Are you sure? I mean, it should be just /seed. What is /world map? What? It doesn't work for me. For me, it does. Odd. It might be something that Unreal's given the builders. I don't know. Weird. Very, very weird. How the Nether now works. It might be a permissions thing. It's always been there. I have no idea what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never used it. I didn't even know it existed. I'm assuming it probably comes from Essentials. I don't know. It does it does show the seed on it. Chunk base. Yeah, it just opens up a seed map. I'm completely unaware of this, man. I'm gonna be 1000% honest. I am completely unaware that this even existed. Okay. Thank you for the alert, CC. Appreciate it. Command wouldn't work while in the Nether. Okay, I mean, I think I know why. It probably has a permissions issue because of the fact that it differentiates the seed in the Nether and the... Well, it doesn't change the seed, but it doesn't like to open that dimension on the initial map that it shows. And either until Nightfall brought it up. Now I don't have to look it up. Well, fair enough. Oh my... Okay. Okay, yeah, I do need to end. Let's see who's live at the moment. He's probably got some more time on him. Let's go say hello to justcause_live. It's his birthday tomorrow, and he needs 4 more followers to reach his follower goal. It'd be really, really cool if we could go say hello to him, get him to his follower goal, but also wish him a happy birthday. So, can we do that, guys? I don't know. I mean, I'm asking you guys, but let's go say hello to my friend here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, though. I know it's been a very short stream, and I appreciate you all for sticking with me on it, even through the moments where I was talking about cannibalism, drinking blood, and milkshakes. Sorry, Nightfall. But I appreciate all of you guys. Here's your dab, Bionics. But yeah, let's go do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you hopefully on Monday, if not tomorrow, but probably not tomorrow, Monday. Just plan for Monday, okay? But But yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. Again, just can't say enough. Appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll catch you later. Good night, guys.